Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Tonight, Houston educators are calling for a federal investigation into HISD Superintendent Mike Miles. This comes after a scathing report by Spectrum TV alleging Miles shifted or funneled Texas education dollars to charter schools he had a vital role in located in Colorado. Now, we caught up with Jackie Anderson, who serves as president of the Houston Federation of Teachers, and she was pissed off. We requested a comment from HISD and Miles, but have not heard back as of yet. Let's take a look at this report. So, Jackie, you guys are taking the next step with Superintendent Mike Miles. What is that next step?
We're asking our state legislators to come out and ask for a federal investigation, to get the FBI in here to find out if anything that he has done is a violation of moving federal funds. If it's something that should be investigated, then Mr. Miles should be investigated.
And you're referring to the Spectrum News report where they indicated he had charter schools in Colorado and also in Texas. Correct. And took money from Texas and sent it to Colorado.
Right. According to the Spectrum report, his schools in Colorado were operating at some $5 million or so deficit, and that he was moving money from Texas schools to Colorado to fund those schools. And the problem with that, Isaiah, is in the state of Texas, we're not given money from the state, so we don't always have adequate funding.
Now that money, though, to be clear, is totally separate from HISD. Correct. This is part of the charter school program that he's involved in separately while also running HISD.
Which is definitely a conflict of interest. You know, if you are still involved with your charter networks and apparently still on the board, still making decisions for your charter schools, then why are you acting as the superintendent of a public school?
Now, when you think of his tenure here at HISD in Houston, what are your thoughts on it? What kind of damage, if any, do you think he's done to this school district? He's
definitely damaged HISD. He's created a culture of fear and intimidation. He has turned our schools into virtual prison-type atmospheres for our children, where they're walking in line, walking with cones to the restroom. They're not allowed to talk. Teachers are not allowed to teach with these scripted lessons. Everything he's doing has been harmful to our most disenfranchised students, starting with removing the libraries out of schools for children who can't read.
And when we talk about Mike Miles, many have said his track record isn't good before coming here. So why did they place him here? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, we said at the beginning, Isaiah, this was all about power and money. And now with this revelation from Spectrum News, it shows us clearly it's about power and money. He did not have a good track record in Dallas. Apparently his charter schools don't have a good track record academically. And he's coming here doing the same thing with HISD. We called this from the beginning. You know, we said when we knew he was coming, we had researched and we knew that he does not have a proven success record in educating children and showing good outcomes.
And so do you guys almost feel powerless, voiceless, with no one at the top listening? When you're yelling, there's a fire here, yes, and no one is coming with the fire trucks.
And that's why we do feel powerless. That's why we're going to ask our state legislators to intervene. They are first line now because we don't have an elected board. So we have to go to our elected officials, who are the state legislators, and ask them to step in, step up, and make some decisions about what's happening in HISD. They can press on the governor. They can do some things. They can take it to a federal level if they need to. And that's what we're asking them to do. We intend to ask them to do.
And what do you ultimately want to see? Mike Miles out?
We want to see the appointed board out. We want to see TEA out, because you can move Mike Miles and they can send someone else. So we don't want to see that. We want TEA out of HISD so our elected board can assume their roles and they can hire a superintendent, one who is accountable to us, just like the board would be, and we can get on with educating our children and trying to salvage what's left of HISD.
Once again, we reached out to HISD and have not heard back for a comment.